Hey there, guys. Welcome back to Let's Play Doki Doki Literature Club. Because we didn't want to make a picture of the rest of the house, we went from outside directly to my room. Apparently my parents do not exist or are not home. That was not referenced in any way, shape, or form, so yeah. We have the house to ourselves, Yuri. Let's get into it. First thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel anxious. It's so clean. I mean, we can mess it up if you want. I cleaned it before you came over, so... That's what I figured he would be doing all day Saturday. That's very considerate of you to do. Really embarrassed for my really a mess while you were here. That is, and this is something that happens a lot in dating, where I talked about again, people will kind of present the best version of themselves. So you'll go through and someone's immaculately groomed, and then you find out they're a slob, and you know they were doing that to impress you. But once you've been going out for a while, they stop caring. And stopping caring is, it's difficult because that's the perception. It's like you just don't care anymore. It's also someone can't fake who they are forever. So you have to be willing to accept a certain amount of compromise. At the same time, I'm not saying leave your room messy for first dates. Well, I do enjoy... Well, you should go over to Sayori's house. I would have gladly helped you. What is wrong with you? You don't go over to a boy's house to clean his room. Or if you do, I live in New York. That would be even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. It's not she's in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking for some reason. Was I just spacing out? It's fun. What? Don't leave your porn in easy access. What you do is you open, like, boring-looking books and you put in the middle. Or, I think Yuri's a klepto. So, should we get started? Yes. I have a few things planned you can help with. I like his keyboard. I wish I could see what kind of computer he has. And I don't know if that's a wired keyboard or not. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy can... I don't think we can light candles in school, Yuri. I didn't know you plan on taking it that far. Of course. Want to help our guests take our guests to a faraway place. Although, many will stop by just out of curiosity. And for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. Because I watched Seinfeld. Well, that's great. It's easy to forget that you're a pretty intense person. I have never forgotten that for an instant. Ever since she wrote the, like, poem about murdering a raccoon version of me. Intense? I guess that's the best way to... No, when a girl responds that way, that is not the best way to put it, Dameol. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's something I like about you, actually. Oh, is that so? That makes me feel relieved. This reminds me, in middle school, I actually had to take a class called Skills for Adolescence. And one of the things they taught in that, and it's such a joke of a stupid class, was like, whenever someone says something and you're not sure how to respond to it, just tell them how you feel. If they say that you're fat, just say, that makes me feel bad. And I was like, you have clearly never been in high school. Like, because this was the 8th grade class before we went to high school. And kind of happy. Yeah, there's no need to be so anxious. You can relax at least a little bit, can't you? I did bring some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Please don't say hash brownies. Let's see. Few candles and a bong. That's kind of what I was worried about. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. Plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Oh no, the festival's during the school day, so I was going to say, isn't that at night anyway? Yeah, that'd be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Obviously not many, because my first assumption was bong. We can tell where my mind goes instantly. Yeah, I'm not familiar at all. It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils and herbs you choose, you can change the mood of the air itself. You even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes a switch at the bottom. You don't have to plug it in or anything? I might get one of those then, because the big problem is that I overuse power where my computer is because there's so many damn things plugged in. It smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? Oh, this is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? I mean, you picked it, so I would guess you would think what it smells. You know what it smells like. Chose jasmine for the event because it provides more than a relaxation. It enhances your emotions and helps you feel them flow through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it would be perfect for sharing your poems? I kind of actually legit want to get one of these now, especially because I'm so intellectual whenever I go through these Let's Plays. So having something to help me actually pay attention to my damn emotions might not be a bad idea. I don't know how much I believe in all of this, but hey, I mean, it can't hurt, right? Well, it does sound pretty suitable. But you seem to know a lot about this. She smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. Well, did you purpose the origami paper I asked you to get? Yeah, I've got it over here. I'm using the paper for folding out. Damn it! I'm actually not bad at origami. All I do is write different words on each word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Interesting. Will we each do 100 for a total of 200, and we'll put 10 of them per page to help people make their poems? Well, we got a piece of that ribbon to hang from the doorway of the classroom. Then we fastened the paper to the ribbons, created a doorway curtain. Discussed the guy that was passing the room. It attracts them to peek inside. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? Well, I suppose I do get a little intense, as you'd put it. Yuri giggles with red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Maybe it's the excitement that she feels in sharing something she enjoys. Here's a marker, Dameol. Yeah, let's get to artsing and crafting. You can write any characters you want. You mean words? We're not just write like letters, are we? I'm sure that is a translation from Japanese where it's like kanji characters. I'll help you once I finish writing the ribbons. Carefully draw a different character on each paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. I have terrible handwriting as well. Yuri unravels the long strand of red ribbon to her desired length. Then she reaches the bag once more, plus a pocket. Not scissors? Interesting. The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. Interesting. She has like a ceremonial knife, it sounds like. The blade itself is gently tinted blue? Okay, Yuri, why do you have a, like, cult knife? Well, that's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, what is it? You're gonna think it's... I already think it's weird for you to be careful. Like, scissors are what you use for cutting ribbon. I've definitely used knives in a pinch, but I don't just, like, have one with me. Yuri, whatever it is, I've got no reason to judge. To each their own, you know? If you promise you won't be weirded out. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I'm weirded out, especially from some of her poetry. She's written about the beauty of knives, and I was weirded out by it then. Partially, I think part of that actually may be because when I was in high school, I dated a cutter. And I didn't know what that was at the time. But yeah, whenever she would get stressed out, she'd cut herself. And she never did it. She was not suicidal. She never actually, she was like very careful not to get near her veins. But still, I know that a lot of cutters, part of the appeal is the fact that whenever they cut themselves, it releases endorphins because the body feels pain and that releases endorphins. But some of it is also the danger and the stress of being in danger. And because of that, over time, cutters have a very, very high rate of turning into suicidal people. So she got better. I'm not going to go like spouting her personal life across the internet, but she did stop cutting. Part of it, I think, was because I like told her how much it concerned me and that there were better ways to deal with her stress than that. And part of it, I think that, ironically, I don't think it was what I said. I think it was that I cited a lot of the statistics that made me concerned, and she looked them up, and she was like, well, shit. The science is actually completely what he's talking about, and if I keep doing this, I have a very high chance of eventually driving myself to suicide, so she stopped. But still, like, this is almost like trigger warning area for me, because I'm deeply uncomfortable around cutters because of that experience. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. Combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe? What is the UU thing? I see it in a lot of Japanese games and nowhere else. Ugh, what am I saying? Please don't think I'm weird for this. You should embrace your weirdness, Yuri, and you should also put the knives away. Both of those things. You're laughing at me. I'm only laughing at you for not being comfortable with yourself. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. It's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. Not how I would handle the situation at all. I actually just shuddered in real life, guys. Like, I'm not going to stop playing if this is not like an area that I can't abide, but this topic does genuinely and generally get under my skin. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, really cool looking nut. I can't deny that. Would you like to hold it? I feel like this is a indoctrination ritual. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with that handle facing me. I take it and turn it around in my hands. It feels heavy and extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Dameol, why did you do... Knives are sharp, you idiot! I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. But it's not your fault that I'm stupid and poke knives into myself. I should have warned you. That knife is extremely sharp and cut through skin like it's paper. She stares at it and noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll go wash it off now. That warning. Yeah, I figured that this would... Feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instantly pulled my hand back. Please forgive... So she's possibly a cutter, a knife fetishist, and apparently a blood drink. What is that called? Sanguophilic? I wasn't thinking. She lowers her head, face burning up. Yuri, you are one weird chick. It's the most embarrassing thing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Yeah, I hate it when girls voluntarily swallow my... I'm stopping there. Stopping there. It's a little weird, and it took me by surprise. But I guess she was just trying to help, right? No, she has a thing for blood too, man. Yeah, I think you're overreacting just a little bit. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? Really? Oh, what movie was that? I forget, but this is almost like the, well, I saw you naked, so I'll just take my clothes off. It'll be even. Because that's how you fix sexual harassment. Dameol? Did you really just do that? Now we're even. He just looks at me like I did something wrong. I knew that would be a bad idea. I should arrange with jail, but the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Dameol. Yuri's calling me weird? She's the one with the blood and knife fetish. Where do you keep your bandages? Why would you assume I just have bandages lying around? Oh, wait, because you're a cutter. I don't think I need one, actually. It's a tiny cut. Look, it already stopped bleeding. Well, that is relieving. I'm sure he's not cut through the ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I make progress on the paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all outside, side by side. It looks better than I expected. It'll be very effective as a door curtain. Man, it looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Oh, thank you. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner, like Bruce. That's why I asked you to buy the paint tablets. What I asked me to buy was watercolor? Oh, I hate watercolor. Watercolor is just like very thin and it goes everywhere. About 6 cups of water to put in each one of the tablets in. Do you mind fetching those for us? You're not going to be able to carry 6 cups at the same time, dude. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If the cup's too much, the water will be too diluted. In years advice, I decided to use small plastic bathroom cups rather than the full-size glasses. Put them into a plate to catch any paint that drips, and then bring them back to my room. Come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and pulling it back over her arm. Did she just cut herself? Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or anything? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so... I thought we'd do something simple that would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the color of sunrise, then daytime, and then sunset and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner and hang on the wall behind the podium at the front of the classroom. Interesting. What quote can we write that isn't going to send Natsuki into a tizzy? What are you going to write? Well, it'd be more fun to surprise you. Filling out the banner, Yuri and I equal opposite sides so we don't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and adds a few dots of different colors across the banner to serve as a color guide when we paint. This kind of reminds me of elementary school. There on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like the art class projects we had back then. It's relaxing. I'm sorry if this feels childish. I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? It is fun. This game, you guys, initially I was a little bit upset that the like Steam review kind of said that it was a psychological horror game, because I would have preferred to be surprised by the twist it takes. However, now that I think more about it, now that I'm playing more through it, I really feel like knowing that it's going to take a dark turn is just adding tension to the entire experience. This scene is beautiful, and its beauty is only spoiled but also enhanced by the knowledge that there's a darkness lurking just beneath it. There's something that's going to happen. This is not a sweet childhood memory scene. This isn't nostalgia. This is a setup to destroy you. And so it's like you're... The best analysis I can give is if, like, your childhood friend was in the mafia and you know something that is really, really, really important and really, really incriminating. And so your childhood friend and a couple of his boys come to your house, and the two of you walk out towards the pier. And the entire walk there, you're just talking about your childhood, your parents, you know, oh, remember this, remember that. But the whole time you're like, is this dude going to, like, murder me? Is he shutting me up permanently? Because we're definitely taking a walk to a place I might never come back from. So the whole dialogue, the whole everything physical and everything obvious is just this great moment with your friend. But there's this underlying element, and it's fantastic. I'm glad you feel that way too. Michelle's thinking to herself, for me, I don't need to go out and do crazy things to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I spend time with one other person. I'm actually exactly like that. It's weird seeing that I am a pseudo... I think it's one of the reasons why I don't do all that well on Twitch, and I do slightly better on YouTube, because on YouTube, I'm really just talking to myself. And whenever I'm on Twitch, I'm having to interact with a whole bunch of people. I just kind of suck at it. I'm not... Suck is an extreme word. I'm not terrible at it, but I'm way better in a very, very small group. If there's a whole bunch of people, I'm just like, well, I'm just going to focus on the game and ignore chat, which I've gotten better at over time, but, Even if it's something simple, like reading, it doesn't even matter if we don't talk much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little bit nicer. I think that's all it takes for me to be happy. Is that so? If you're not quite different, I understand where she's coming from. She's not different from me at all. I feel that way about things like anime and games, where simply sharing the experience with someone else can make me happy. Indeed. Dameol is a lot like Dameol. It's weird. Yeah, I think I feel the same way. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the bandage to grab an unused paintbrush. But at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah. Yuri reels back, and I quickly lift my hands in surprise. No, I'm not hurt. Just startled me, that's all. How is this? She is way too eager to blame herself for things. It's not your fault, Yuri. Oh, your face. There are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right away. Oh, I was half wondering if I would catch her cutting herself again, because it seems like every time I leave the room, she does that to relieve her stress. Here. Pat down Yuri's face and neck with the towel. Oh, hey, that was the, like, most advanced graphics they've had. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. I didn't want to use cold water. Wait. Just for a little longer. For someone that was, like, so timid about having, you know, licked my finger earlier, now she's just being very, very bold at holding me. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. It's an intense expression that I recognize from when she reads her books. Almost as if she's lost in a daze, enveloped by her own thoughts. She breathes gently, half through slightly parted lips. What is going on? Is the aroma of jasmine giving me this dizzy feeling? Her gentle fingers wrap around my wrist in a tingling sensation. Is she gripping it so hard that you're, like, losing blood flow? She slowly pulls away. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. Yeah, because you keep losing blood, Yuri. Jesus. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine, it's fine. Actually, random question. I don't know why I just thought of this. Is Japanese, does the name Yuri mean anything related to purple? Because I just noticed that Yuri's obviously a unisex name because the Yuri in Tales of Vesperia is male, but both of them have purple hair, which is interesting and unexpected. The moment's over as soon as it began. She picks up her brush again. The movement seems clumsier, like she's almost out of focus. Silence forced to ignore everything that just transpired. I hesitantly resume my own brush and continue to follow Yuri's example. Well, that should do it. I finished filling the night sky with white dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it's very pretty and natural looking. I think it came out better. What do you mean you think? It's the only guide is your expectation. Is this what you expected, or better, or worse? I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you going to add the lettering now? Oh, no, not yet. I need to try first. Well, that's true, but won't that take a while? Well, perhaps it would be best to leave it here and have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Wonder. Plus, I think it's not a bad idea to ask the other members of the club what they wanted to say, because you and Natsuki have such different ideas. In that case, I don't think there's anything more for us to do here. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you're at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. It's glad we managed to get everything done. I am too. A little concerned about time. You start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I was secretly hoping we'd have a... Oh, okay. I didn't know if he was saying this or not, but he's not. That's not specified. Secretly hoping we have a little extra time after finishing the work. Well, I think it'd be too irresponsible of me to wait much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there'd be more time as well. Yeah, it's probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. I swear, their relationship is the "it's my fault, it's not your fault" relationship. That is the only thing that they say. And the important thing is we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Yeah, doing all our things. Yuri seems to look a little downcast. I understand why. Sounds like she really needs the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. That doesn't mean this is the last time it can happen. Once she packs up, I walk her out the front door. I walk her right out of there! Thank you very much for having me today. Well, I almost had you a lot more, but then you pulled back. No problem. I'm glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything else you need me to bring tomorrow. I will. We can text each other, right? I guess I'll see you tomorrow? Wait. About today. It's fine we didn't have as much time as we wanted. So we can do this again. Whenever you want, you can come over, or we can go out somewhere. Oh, wait. You don't like going out, do you? Anyway, you know what I'm trying to say, so... You're very thoughtful, Dameol. I bet Sayori's watching right now. I kind of like that about you. Brilliant musical cut right there. Adds so much more tension to this scene. Because, again, I'm having to wonder, is Sayori watching? Is that why the music stopped? There's definitely things happening here. Am I supposed to respond to that? I don't even get a chance as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? I freaking knew it. Hi, Dameol. No, we weren't. It's okay, Dameol. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. I'm sorry, but I really am on my way to leave. Oh, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll all be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course! Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Poor Yuri, poor Sayori, poor everyone. Sayori waves goodbye after her. Sayori, I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well, I tried staying in my room. Imagination was being really mean to me, so I had to come here and see it for myself. See, what are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy, but also not happy. Then you've made such good friends. That's all that that is not all that matters to you. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Dameol? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart's splitting in half? It hurts so much. Everything always hurts so much. It's so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, please. My God. For a split second, my brain is like, I should have gone with Natsuki or Monica. But at the same time, I know they've got their problems too. They've got their problems. Well, I've got mine. Sayori, don't say that. Yeah, but it's true. If I wasn't here, you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Wait, Monica is encouraging her to kill herself? Guys, I know you say Monica is best girl, but I swear to God, if Monica is encouraging Sayori to kill herself, I will, like, slit her throat myself. Probably not. I doubt I have that option. I've been playing too much Yakuza lately, but no. Monica was right about what? Sayori? What I said before is true. I'm not going to let this continue. Caring about you like this isn't the burden your mind's making out to be. It's something that makes me happy. It's something I wouldn't trade for anything else. So, even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm going to be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But... Sayori looks away. Put a hand on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Dameol. I'm really scared. Well, the only thing you can really do with fear is face it. Fear is not going to go away on its own. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. This is such a tragic problem. This is a deeply tragic problem. Simply because, generally speaking, my answer would be, you can't force someone to love you. And it's always better to have their companionship and their friendship than to have nothing. But the thing is, for overwhelming love, that may not be the case. However, even with that said, my answer whenever someone has this problem, because I've run into people that have had this problem in the past, and it is, if you want someone to love you, if you want to be in a relationship with someone, the best thing you can do is to be there, be friends with them, spend time with them, and hope that they fall in love with you. But don't wait for that. Continue to look at other things. Continue to keep your options open. Meet other people. You know, if it's going to happen, it will happen. If it's not going to happen, then you're not wasting your life waiting for an impossibility. But you're also not giving up on that possibility. The biggest mistake I think people sometimes will make is they'll say, I can't be friends with someone because I want more. And the problem with that is, you know, any ultimatum is going to fail with things of the heart. So you can't just say that I need it to be a relationship. It either will or it won't. Don't waste your life waiting for it to happen, but leave the door open for it happening. Don't give up on hope, but don't give up on life either. Sayori. It's true, isn't it? I was weak and I started to like you too much. I did it to myself. Dameol. I like you so much I want to die. God, Sayori, damn it. That's just how I feel. And... That's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slid my hand down Sayori's arm and squeezed her hand into my own. Do you remember how I said I always knew what was best for you? Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm going to give it to you. Damn it. I said I'm going to give, and my brain immediately went to X going to give it to you. And so I actually said it, even though it is clearly not in that sentence. And I ruined a scene with... Oh, god damn it. Okay, so here's the problem. I am reasonably sure that this will save Sayori's life, but will probably kill Yuri. Yuri has put her heart out for the first time in her life. She's made a real connection, and if, in the light of what happened today, I pledge myself to Sayori, she will probably kill herself. However, this is the inverse. I think that she will, you know, say that she can't live with just being friends. Even though she said she wants it to go back to how it used to be, I think she may kill herself if I choose this one. I'm not positive, and I will ultimately make the decision. Here's my other problem. Eventually I'm going to just explore both avenues. So do I do this to stay on the Yuri path? Because I'm going to end up, you know, playing this multiple times, I'm sure. But the first one is the one that counts. And the other problem is from Dameol's perspective. Does Dameol have the same fear that I do? Will he say this, or is he close? Is his heart closer to Yuri, and so he won't start a relationship with Sayori? I have to figure that out, and I will figure that out next time. Thank you very much for tuning in, everyone, and I'm sorry for the cliffhanger.